Día a día del género urbano. Género urbano.
Okay. Here's how this is going to run down. We will be the biggest on TV, on major streaming outlets, anywhere in the game. And so I've been blessed. Because of Corona, they made me turn this thing on and connect and talk to the people. And therefore, they gave me purpose why I'm really here. And so we're going to talk about everything. And it's going to be the biggest. It's the biggest on IG. It's the biggest in the game. But I'm talking about the biggest. Conan, the Brandon, O'Brien, whoever these guys are. They ain't got that talk like me. They ain't live it like me. These hip-hop journalists, they're commentators. They watch, they commentate. They sat in the back of their father's station wagon and saw something happen. They wasn't in it. They wasn't in the quicksand and pulled themselves out of the quicksand. I have. And so I'm different. Extremely different. And these type of things, people playing with me. Lord knows who behind the people playing with me. You crazy, man. Shout out to Juan.
We in the
How's that
live.
album coming out? You play me. By the
Get
way,
a picture of me on the
y'all
back, the big show.
Marius.
Yo, Joe,
Let me tell you
hold
something.
on.
Me.
Hold on, Joe. Before you go into, because you in a different zone on this live thing. Hold on. I came to say hi, and I love you. The show is big. I don't want, the album is too soon to talk. It's coming. You know, the 2 big records is out. I got something coming, surprises. I
want to know.
Too much.
Is there a surprise coming soon, as in visually?
I mean, Joe, you family. Don't do that. Joe, don't do that. Joe, don't do that. Joe, we family. Don't do that. Listen. I know the Joker moments. I know listen, the Joker moments too big. It's the big show. I know. I came to tell you that you had the big show. Just know, we're gonna talk off. I give you a Joker moment. You always got a Joker moment. But I'm saying I came to say hi today.
What do you think you're gonna give me the Joker moment?
Today I'm not giving you. Today I came to say hi. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I might check in. Listen, because I try to check in every show. If you put me in tomorrow, I'll probably check in. I know you be so busy. What's tomorrow's schedule?
All right, but what I'm asking is, can I get the exclusive Joker moment on you know what? Told me what about who and them?
Joe, I don't know what you're talking about. You know where we come from. I don't know. Listen. Yo, Joe, you love this shit, man. Yo, Joe, you love this shit, bro. Listen, what I'm saying is this, right? We blessed, man, but I really wanted to tell you, man, like I was listening to what you were saying. You know, I'm a big fan of the show. It's like, I don't feel like you interviewing people. I feel like you having some of this great conversations, and it's something that I'm used to from a Joe Crack. I'm used to, I've experienced it my whole life. And it's so crazy because this is something else added to your greatness of your portfolio of breaking new barriers and boundaries and, you know, taking shit to the next level like music. You're one of the first guys that started. People don't really know. You like one of the first guys that had a clothing line. You know what I'm saying? One of the first. FJ 560 and had a flagship store. You know, people talk about flagship stores like it's all of a sudden. You always had that.
Yeah, I had that back in 92, 93.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is like, I'm watching you do this show, and it's incredible because the lineup of artists and athletes and icons and you know, people are just that have great blessings to give great stories, and some of these people can't even get them on a screen. And
yeah, I don't know how I get them. I'm just blessed.
No, but Joe, I want you to know this too. This shit live. So you're not realizing that. This ain't like going into a studio and having management say, yo, Joe, edit that one part out for me. Ain't none of that.
This shit live.
This live. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And to have the trust, and that's what I like about the show. And I told you, we know you never gonna condone sucker shit or hoe shit. You're always gonna inspire and motivate, but also we're gonna learn shit we never knew.
That's right.
And bring awareness to things that we need to bring awareness to. So I'm just telling you right now, this is the big show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, yo, Khaled is the biggest show in the game. Boy.
What do you want me to do? I mean, because you're my bro, I gotta tell the truth. One thing I'm gonna do is make sure I tell the truth, especially when it comes down to fam. But what I'm saying is like, I can't wait.
Can I get the Joker moment? Not now.
No, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you when you're done with the show because I want to talk to you about something. Because that's why I was trying to call you earlier. That's why I didn't realize you was live. So I couldn't even. I was like, shit, I just gotta wait. But I said I'm gonna pop up anyways because I got to. That's what we do. When you put the call, I'm coming.
My brother, let me tell you something, man. Thank you, your wife, for taking me for my birthday on a vacation to Turks and Caicos. I had the greatest time in the world. The water looked like Listerine out there. Yo, it's
beautiful.
Crazy, right? Because I moved from, and I'm not dissing nobody, but I moved from New York because I ain't like the water in Orchard Beach and in the Hudson. And to me, Miami water was always the greatest water. Then when I went to Turks and Caicos and came back, the water in Miami ain't looking the same.
No. The water in Miami's beautiful, but we went to Turks. We went to like, so Joe, because the water is, you seen the pictures, it's unbelievable. But we gotta tell people, that water is sacred. They won't even let, remember we tried to put a jet ski, they cursed us out because we tried to jet ski.
You can't even jet ski or ride a boat through that water. Because
the water's so, they want to protect that. And I love that because there's certain things you gotta protect by all costs.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something. Yo, Khaled, I'm going to call you after this because I need that experience.
Yeah.
I need
and Joe, and I'm looking forward to when it's time, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have that real, when it's time for the album to come, whenever it comes, I'm making the album now, but when it's time, we're going to have that real, you know, Fat Joe, Khaled, and we gon'
You already played me 5 #1 hits.
Yo, Joe. Yo, Joe.
No, you already played me 5 #1 hits.
Yo, Joe, listen. When we came back from Turks, you see I got a haircut. You see Juan in the studio because
Hey, yo, but Khaled, let me tell you something.
Came up.
I saw you today. You look even slimmer today.
Joe, I'm in a different place right now.
Khaled?
It's called Greater Place. What I'm trying to tell you is, listen, yo, Joe, I'm so inspired, man. Yo, Joe, let me tell you something. Today, my son, he had to go to bed because, you know, he about to start school again. Not in school, but homeschool. But, Joe, I'm going to show you this video. You know, Asad came in here today, said, Daddy, I'm ready to work on the album. Pulled the chair up and started working on the drum machine. And I told him some drum, you know, when I scratch or any drum patterns, I always say it in my mouth, like, boom, boom, back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do it in my mouth first, and then I hit the machine. So I told him, yo, listen what I'm doing and watch what I'm doing. He did exactly the shit. No. Some people just got it, and he got it.
You know, Swiss Son and Alicia Sonny started real young, too. I mean, Assad know what it is. I mean, he born for the shit.
Yeah, you know what? And with Assad, I'm trying to, you know, we teach our kids everything. But, you know, what I learned in life is like, I want my son to be the best of everything. And if it's school, be the best. If it's music, be the best. If it's, you know, dressing, be the best. But I mean, yo, Joe, man, you know, I'm going to get deep. I don't want to do it. I love my kids. We love our kids, not just me. All of us love our kids. And he now Alam, he a special one. You know what I'm saying?
I told you.
A star brother, a special one.
Yeah,
Yo,
I believe Alam. I believe, yo, Juan, what's up, baby? I believe Alam was born to hold down the South. Like, because Alam more militant. He don't smile.
When he smiles, he gives you that one smile so you can get it, and you be like, then he backed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just be like, and he observes everything. He the militant one.
Nah, real talk, man. Real talk. We blessed, man. I'm just excited, Joe, man. The show is big, bro. I love your show, man. Shit is, I love when you had that combo with Sean Poe. You know what I mean? Tyson is one of my favorite ones. The Mike Tyson's still one of my favorites. You and Irv had some great talk. Who else you was rocking with? I love when you was with Al Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came with legendary talk.
Ross
talk was crazy.
Benjamin Crump, AI.
Oh no, the AI. And today I heard you with Royce. No, yesterday, Royce, right?
Yeah, last night with Royce.
Yo, so, and I love when you were selling Royce. Shout out to Royce, legend right there. I love how you were telling the stories about Lyricist Lounge. Like you seen Biggie walking in there. You know, you seen Big Daddy Kane, Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like, you know, as much as you think people know, they really don't know. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm learning about the Fat Joe show is everybody always got love for Joe Crack. That's undeniable. You're an icon, and you have massive hits under your belt, up to date, and also in every decade. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't know as much as you think they know. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? I knew, you know what I'm saying, Joe Crack from that era, this and that and that. But a lot of people really don't know because you got to remember there wasn't no IG or none of that. So when you tell a story about, you know what I mean, KRS-One and LL Cool J and Slick Rick at your birthday party at the Fever, that's not regular shit.
It's not. It's not regular shit.
It's not regular shit. And make you want to go find a picture. And, you know what I'm saying, and make you want to go, you know what I'm saying, and then when you throw a picture of you from back in the days, it connect different.
It just confirms the whole shit.
Right. It's a cloth that connect different.
And it's
so
crazy because people be sending me like pictures I've never seen before to my DM. Then I'll be like, oh my God. Like, I'll be like, I finally have the approach.
Yo, Joe Crack. When you do your documentary, there's nobody as close as, there's nobody that could tell more greatness about Joe Crack than a DJ Khaled. I seen 90% of it. And I seen 90%. The other 10% is right before, you know what I'm saying? Because I met Fat Joe at Flow Joe. So I got to see from Flow Joe to now. I ain't taking no talk back. I got to see from Flow Joe to now. Now, before Flow Joe, I ain't know you yet. And I knew about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
tell these guys how Big Pun would drive down to Miami. Shout out to Spinderella. What's up, mama? How Big Pun would drive to Miami just to play you his new music. So he just wanted your approval.
Big Pun, I'll never forget. I think he was in, you know, when he went to, you know that story you told about Nori snuck him out to get something to eat? What was it, North Carolina?
That was the funniest shit I ever heard.
I know, but that was North Carolina. Wherever that was, he drove from there. He called me, said, I'm coming to see you. This is my first time leaving this place, and I'm coming to see you before I go back to my normal life. He drove to Miami in a van. He put a big Terror Squad chain on my neck, the big one. I'm talking about not the little one, not the regular big one. I'm talking about the one you're not supposed to wear it. It's too big. It's too big. It's huge. He puts it around my neck. He pulls up to Wet Willie's. He opens the big van doors, open them wide open. Send people to bring us some daiquiris, Wet Willie's. The whole people was surrounding the van. It's Big Pun. It's Miami. Big Pun is surrounding the van. I'm in the van. I'm like, yo, Pun, you're making a movie right now. And I'm just watching it. We start drinking our daiquiris, whatever. We close the door. It goes, yo, I'm going to play you my album. And, you know, there's always a rumor about, is there really a Big Pun record battling Jadakiss on a record and all that? And the rumor is true because I heard it. I heard it from my own ears. I heard Big Pun and Jadakiss going back and forth, battling each other on a record.
This is a Joker moment.
No, I tell you the truth.
No, don't know. They don't know this.
No, but Joe, but listen, because I always hear interviews. So he plays me the album and he goes, Khaled, I got a record where I'm battling Jadakiss. I said, Pun, stop. Like, I'm thinking like, you made a record, like a record, not like a, he goes, no, it's a record and we're battling each other. So he played it. I heard it. So when I hear rumors that Green Lantern got it and, you know what I'm saying, he has something to do with it, I'm like, it's true. I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know when you going to play a snippet just so you can tell him it's the truth.
Now, I gotta tell you something. I don't know where that's at.
No. Make that call. I'm telling you, he got it.
Oh,
First of all, it's on a reel. Because the record is a real record. It's not a make-up. This shit was a real record I'm talking about on the track listing. This shit was on the what is it, Yeah Baby at that time?
Yeah Baby.
It was on that track. I heard the album. I remember every song. I was like, oh my God. I kept saying the beats is fucking crazy. And Pun was going nuts. And then he goes, yo, check this out, I'm battling Jada. You know Pun, how he talk, he aki. He just like, yo, check this out, like boom. And the van had a system. You know what I'm saying? So I heard. So it's, and obviously him and Jada are friends, but for them
they
go.
They did it probably out of love for hip hop.
No, that's what they did. I've never seen, I've heard, obviously we've made and we've heard classics of people putting a bunch of people on a record and it could be called a cipher or it could be called a collaboration. This wasn't that. this was Big Pun, Jadakiss, battling, mixed beat, like, supposed to be on the album.
Somebody got it.
Yes! Hey, I'm telling you, Carl Green, he got it. He got it.
All right.
He got it. We need to play that shit. I'm tired of hearing about rumors of it. Play that shit.
Woo!
Now,
Woo!
listen.
Hey, y'all, Khaled, you see how we stumbled across a joke for a moment? We deal out of love. Shout out to Elliot Wilson. He's on the check-in.
Shout out Elliot Wilson.
Elliot Wilson, living legend at this thing. We deal out of love. And so when we embrace each other, then you say, yo, I got one for Joe he ain't talking about.
Yo, Joe, let me tell you. I never forget. Around 4 in the morning, 5th Avenue, South Beach, right by Club Cream. You had a beige Lexus. And it's just me and you. You know, it's 4 in the morning. You know, Miami, you know, we leave at 2:30 at you know, before we touch it. So it's like 4, we in the car and you like, Cal, I want to play you something. Just before Big Pun was Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? And you played me Twins. And I said, what the fuck? When I heard, you know, I always told you, you and him together was like superheroes. Just look like two big boys swagged up, Pele leathers and rollies with red face with motherfucking, you know, a fucking earring that makes your ear hang. You know what I'm saying? Like, just shit that just, you know what I mean? As a young kid looking at that shit, I'm like, damn, shit dope. And you play me Twins, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And you tell, I remember you telling me something like, yo, you know, we're going to put this on the mixtape and this and that or some shit. And I was like, mixtape? I said, this the motherfucking, this is it. This the anthem. And the thing is, a month later, I threw my birthday party, South Bronx and Bay, South Beach, and you bring Pun, and I'll never forget. That place was so packed, and there's footage, because, you know, everything I say going to be the truth. There's footage of you ripping it down with a hat on, like a, not a cap, but like
straw hat.
Straw hat with one of them collared shirts, and you ripping it down. You like, muévete, like everybody move back off the stage.
I'm telling them now because it was a heavy Latino crowd.
Right, it was
so
crazy.
People there going, muévate.
And everybody moving back and shit. I'm like, oh shit, he in the zone. And then your man, by the way, when you said that, that's when you did it. Now who the fuck you think you talking to? Like, what was that?
LL Cool J
shit. You was like, no, who the fuck you think I'm? Like, I said, oh God, you know, I was going nuts. But your man Pun, this is before Big Pun was Big Pun. I'm telling you. I'll never forget that came on and he started walking up the stairs. No, you're already on the stage. He walking up the stairs. And ready for war, yo. And he come and you come and the place explodes. Like, your man Big Pun was like just look, like just shitting on him, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then he was like, and then you was doing the fucking like, you know, saying your knee, like,
yeah, like the Butcher Barton.
Right, and then the man said, get in the middle of it. Nah, place explode. And this is before the record, they even knew the record. They didn't know it yet. But that's how I knew, and I always tell everybody, you know, moments like that and music, you know what I mean? That's the best way ever to explode organically, you know, just off a fucking moment. It was like when I was telling
Royce the 5'9" last night about I saw Big L the first time. I saw Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, and you know immediately superstars, the first time you see him, you be like, oh no, this is gonna be a big boy.
What? And when he did that shit, and then he started doing everything else, the thing is like, but y'all too, you know what I mean? A Fat Joe Big Pun album. I know there was a Terror Squad album. From the heart of Kingston, from the ice of Alaska, but for what about pun? Rude boy, salute the champion. Terror Squad, down. No. Incredible. You see how y'all two sound together, rocking every time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. Right now. Imagine him right now with you. Nothing can stop me. I'm off, and he would have came right behind you.
Then in the middle, the little was on him, is on him, is in and it's on him. Hey, yo, shout out, something that people don't know. Shout out Clark Kent. He used to take your beats, the notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, I'm shout out to DJ Clark Kent. I used to give him beat CDs to play the Biggie because me and Clark Kent was, we DJ'd a lot together in Orlando and Miami. Me and him used to do a club called here NFA in Miami all the time. And me and him used to do Black College Week all the time in Daytona. So me and Clark Kent, real brothers and real friends. So, and us DJ and producer, we always connect. And our friendship is, to now, it's incredible. But I used to make beats and I used to tell him, yo, play this for Biggie. And one time we had a show with Biggie. And it was at a skating ring. And Biggie performed. Well, Biggie performed, and it was like the biggest fight broke out. You know what I mean? And Clark was rolling with all them and shit like that. So I was like, yo, playing these beats, and he would play them for him and help me shop beats around and just, you know what I mean? Back in them days, he always showed me love on the turntables and on the beats. So like every club I rocked, he always let me on. Or any club I rocked, I let him on. We used to just rip shit down. You know what I'm saying? But also on the beats, you know, we was going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let me tell you something, Khaled. I love you. I'll let you get off here, cook back up. The Miami Heat is upsetting Milwaukee. I predict if they win this game, it's over. They're going to beat Milwaukee. It's done. It's a done deal.
Listen,
it's a done deal.
I'm in the studio. I'm not even watching the game, and I know they're being great.
They're being great.
No, I know it. Let me tell you
something. Shout out to Timberland, my brother Timbo the King.
Nobody lives a life like Tim. Nobody. Listen, what I learned about Tim recently is I never seen a man enjoy life so much.
Yeah.
No. The way the man boxing and the way he moving in that backyard, and then you see him on them. Nah, shout out to Tim and
Timbo. You know that I had some producers, not me, but some producers I know. Went to see Timbo, and when they left, they called me back and said, like, yo, this guy's just rich. I said, what do you mean? They said, yo, the crib is just, everything's rich. You could tell this man, he's...
Listen, this man, he live a life. This man, yo, Joe, this man live a life. Like, yo, the man, listen, the man, Tim, not only is he a legend, you know, I had conversations with him, and I told him straight up, you know, you one of the first producers to crack down the door of getting the biggest bag ever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to give him that praise and credit as a hustler, mogul, and a legendary producer.
You know he's different. Timbo different, man.
Listen, this man is one of the first to crack down the biggest bag.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I remember, because he used to, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, I told Tim, he inspired me. I can't even lie. I was in the studio watching him making these hits. I seen him, but also in the parking lot, I used to wait for him to pull up. He used to have that silver Maybach. Then he started having all different type of cars. And me and Tim would always go in the studio together, but we also go hang out outside around 5, 6 in the morning after the session's done, and we just be kicking it outside. And, you know, at that time, people used to put systems in their cars. Like you did, I did, you know, speakers in the back. You know, Tim had always a setup in his cars, and he used to let me just vibe with him. And Tim used to come to my house, you know what I'm saying, and fuck with me in my studio and watch me make beats and shit like that back in them days. But what I learned from Tim was I was just watching him and I said, this man, not only does he make the biggest hits, the man, I'm telling you, cracked the door open for like some of the biggest bags.
Yeah. He different. The man different. The man, let's not even talk about bags because he's humble.
No. It's that. Yo, Joe, when we talk about bags, we talking about.
No. I'm not. I'm with you.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about as a humble, because the thing is, I'm talking about the man cracked. Listen, the man opened the door for brothers like us.
Timberland is Aaliyah. Timberland is Missy. Timberland is Genuine. Timberland is.
Let me tell you something. Yo, Joe.
Timberland is too much.
Yo, listen, the man can lease. He can lease his catalog. You heard the word lease. He can let you borrow it for some months. He can let somebody borrow it just to say, yo, I'm down for a second. He can, yo, don't let me get on the phone with Tim and start giving him, yo, Tim, he loved the Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to DJ Eric B from Eric B and Rakim on the check-in.
One of my favorite.
Well, you know Eric B the flyest. You know he's the godfather of this show.
Yo, let me tell you about Eric B. First of all, it's Eric B and Rakim. You said it the other day, paid in full album. They can make that shit right now be the biggest album now. But what I'm telling you about that Eric B though. That man Eric B will pull up with a leather coat with the illest chain and the Benz. No, I'm talking about. I couldn't wait to see the covers or any picture. Cause I'm like, cause you know I was when I say this, you know, I was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? And I look up to him and I said, see that shit. I said, I'm gonna have me a Benz and behind them damn turntables too. You know what I'm saying? He made the DJ an artist. Cause I always said it, DJs are artists. We're artists.
Right.
We got a big responsibility. We produce, some of us,
the most important
DJ, and we move the crowd, and we got to be in sync with the greatest MCs.
The most important.
Listen.
The DJ, if it ain't for the DJ, rappers don't exist. DJs break the records since the beginning of hip-hop.
No, we break records. Listen. But the reason I'm bringing this up is Eric B. At that time, Eric B. and Rakim, they made records about his greatness, his MC. I'm telling you.
Eric B. for president, yes, sir.
I'm not making this shit up. That was a classic.
Yes, sir.
I'm not making it up. Like, yo, can I remind people? Because, you know, some people forget. You know, Eric B is a DJ and also one of the biggest artists and groups ever to ever do it. Am I lying?
No, the biggest.
Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is a DJ.
That's right.
Swiss Beats is a DJ.
Timberland's a DJ.
Timberland's a DJ. Cool DJ Khaled is a motherfucking DJ.
Oh, shit.
Okay? And listen. And no, I don't want to, because you know how you know me, I always been confident. And I always.
Yo, Khaled, let's just end it at this because I want to save this before these people erase our shit.
Biggest.
This is the biggest show in the game.
Biggest. I used to look at Public Enemy, Rebel Out of Pause cover. Remember that cover with them in front of the car? Them shits be so iconic. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to go look at them stashes right now to be inspired right now. Like I'm telling you, right now I'm trying to figure out my next album cover and shit like that. So I'm just like looking at, just getting inspired. I want to. Yo, Joe, I'm in a zone, man. Like we just left fucking Turks and Caicos.
Yo, we so blessed, man. And that plane was so smooth. That's a G650.
That's a G650, you know, new. Yeah, so I love the Globals and I love G650s. What I love most important is I just like it to be smooth. That's it. You know how Joe, you know, we just want it to be smooth. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tim. He talking about, yes, he know about that.
Hey, yo, you know we are. Me and you, we both scared to fly, but we still do it. You on one side, alhamdulillah, bismillah. I'm on the other side, Lord Jesus Christ, please forgive me for my sins. Bless everyone on the plane. Bless the pilots, please, God. Please, God. Yo, we both preaching on the plane.
Yo, but you know, we so blessed.
At us.
You know, we so blessed. God love us, man. You know.
Shout out to Noriega. Drink champs in the building. King in the building.
Let me tell you that Drink Champs.
got future Hall of Fame champion in the building.
That man Drink Champs, your man Nori, have you taking shots, and you be in the air. While you in the air, look, while you hitting the glasses in the air, the questions coming right after that. Boom. You know, like now Nori the real one. You know what I'm saying? I love Nori.
Nori, you love Nori, and we all family and we chill. But he been trying to get you on Drink Champs forever.
We did
You don't really do interviews like that. So you told him you're gonna do it, and then you called me. I called you that morning, and you told me, "Yo, Joe, I feel like I'm getting a flu or something." I went to your house. I said, "Listen, mother, you gonna make me have to fight more."
Yo,
Nori's the shooter.
Yo, listen, we never told Nori that story. Yo, Nori, if you listen, listen. Nori, I called Joe.
I will take you to that interview. You're doing that shit.
Yo, Nori. Yo, if you listen, Nori, you know the day we did the interview, I called Joe right when I woke up. And I said, Joe, I know you're not going to believe me, but I'm starting to feel like I need a little rest. I've been going hard. I'm starting to, you know, when you don't sleep and, you know, you start feeling like let me get a little vitamin C. And Joe's like, yo, Khaled, I'm with you all the time. You have to do the interview now. Like I said, Joe, I didn't call you to say I'm canceling. I'm just telling you that I feel like a little vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. Nori, that's it. I would have had beef.
No. Listen, I pulled up to that Drink Champs. We had the best time.
You was fly as hell.
Yo, we did a 3-hour. We did a 3-hour interview. I didn't even know it was that long.
Was it Dolce?
Yo, Joe, you see the new Dolce today? You seen it, right?
Was it Dolce?
They call me Dolce. Yo, Joe, let me tell you, yo, Joe. Speaking of Nori, I want people to know this. Noriega, at his, we're talking about banned from TV. We're talking about what? We're talking about at that moment, like at that time, you know, the blue T-shirt with the white Nori.
I know.
No, but you know how big.
Nori sold more records than me.
Oh, hold on. I'm just telling you.
Nori big.
I'm talking about big. I'm talking about the energy was just the streets, everything. Like, that's Noriega.
Yeah.
I drove to New York to see you and Pun. You know, I was in that baby blue M3. I drove by myself from Miami to New York. Myself. I listened to Machiavelli straight through. That many times I just drove the whole time. You know, that's why I come see you, go record shopping. You know what I mean? Listen to Funk Flex. You know what I'm saying? Get an inspiration from a Red Alert. You know what I'm saying? Listen to radio. I got it. You know, that's how we do. I knew a promoter that knew Nori. I could have asked you. I don't know why I didn't, but I'm just hustling. I knew a promoter that knew Nori. I think Hit List. Hit.
Hit List. Lex.
So I was like, yo, Lex, I knew I think he's from Queens or something. I said, yo. Yeah, Lex. So I was like, yo, listen, because he used to hire me to do parties. And I was like, yo, bro, I need to get a Nori freestyle, man. I need that shit. Somehow he got in touch with Nori. He tells me, Lex tells me to go to Queens. So I'm driving. No, I'm not from New York. I'm in Miami. And Miami's my home. I'm coding that. So I'll never forget. I went to some building and Nori pulled up in a Lexus. You know that the Lexus after your Lex, like the newer. It was like he pulled up in a Lexus. It was
like new money Lex.
Yes, and you know, it's Noriega. With what, like, you know, like, it's like, it's kind of impossible at that time to even have a combo because he's on fire. So he walk up, he go to this little studio I was in, and he freestyle. I put him over, I got 5 on it. I put Nori over that, and I gotta find that freestyle. He ripped it down so legendary. And this is like, it was such a big moment for me because that's like, you know, the biggest is Fat Joe, Pun, Nori, DMX.
Like, just like you say, me, people don't understand. They always see the finished product. They don't know about you going to Jamaica, waiting outside Bounty Killer's house for the dub, waiting for Buju Dub, for, you know, going to Nori in the middle of Queens where you could have died to go get the freestyle. You paid your dues. You paid your dues.
Oh, for sure. No, listen, man. I don't know who I told her. I said, man, God bless me so much, man. He let me grow up in a time where I got to see the greats, the icons that we all respect. You and, you know, Biggie, Jay-Z. I'm talking about in the beginning. I was a kid, but I got to embrace that music and energy to get where I'm at now. And I was a sponge to be around you and to be at all this. You know, I used to go to, you know, I used to work for Jack the Rapper, you know, the conventions in Atlanta. Before I met you, I used to work for Jack the Rapper. You know what I mean? I went to every new music seminar where I met you at. I went to
shout out to Clark Kent. He's on here now. He don't know we was bigging him up for 1 whole hour.
Nah, Clark, we bigged you up. We bigged you up.
He said Khaled is the real Clark.
Oh, nah,
All
Clark.
right, Clark.
Yo, me and Clark. Yo, Clark would tell you. Yo, me and him together in a party on the tables and on the beats. It's dangerous.
I was at a battle with you at New Music Seminar where he battled, and that's where I met you.
Yeah, I remember that. I met you outside.
I was battling that day, so it was, you know, it's 9392. You know,
nah, it's incredible. You know what I mean? And I want to take time just on the big show. You know, Joe Crack. You know, I got to see him make Lean Back. You know what I mean? I seen it. I was in the same room as Fat Joe rapping them lyrics. I was in the same room when the beat was made.
Well, you the one who convinced me to get Eminem on the remix. I didn't even think it was possible. You was the one telling me, you got to get him, you got to get him, you got to get him. And
I told you that because me and Joe was in the pool and we was just swimming, and that's where we be having our meetings, is in the pool. And
right.
You know what I'm saying? When we in the pool.
That's where we have our meetings.
Yeah, we still do. We had it the other day in the ocean.
In the ocean?
Saying it. So I was telling Joe and Lean Back. And I said, I'll never forget. I said,
it just zoned out. Say back what you said about Lean Back.
I said Lean Back. I said, people, I have a rule. I don't like doing remixes unless it's the biggest record ever, because it's just the biggest thing ever. And you know what? We're going to give the fans something as a gift and make a hip hop moment. Some people make remixes to help the record. No. We make remixes because the record's so big. We want to give you a gift. And I'm just telling the truth. And I just remember remixes like Flavor in Your Ear. That's why I brought that up, because Flavor in Your Ear, the original, was so big. How could you outdo the original? You can't. But he made Craig Mack had Beaky. UPS is hiring. LL, Buster. So that shit, as a producer, as a DJ, I was like, it's unbelievable. And when you made Lean Back, I said, Joe, you have to get the biggest on this. And I said, go get Eminem. And you like, Joe, you told me, Khaled, he's not going to do it. I said, Joe, he's going to do it. It's the biggest record ever, and you're Fat Joe. Don't ever get it fucking confused.
I remember you chasing me around the pool, kept telling me that, and then I made the call. Shout out to Paul and M, and they did it. And then we also had Mace's return. Mace's on there.
But the thing is, the reason why I brought up Lean Back is because Lean Back was recorded in Jerusalem. You know that. The vocals, your vocals. You made the beat. I went with you to Scott Storch's house. That's when he was you know, he had so many different houses.
Oh, man.
And you was inspiring him how to make the intro and all that shit. And when you recorded, you said, Khaled, I see you.
Khaled, I see you. Showbiz born Lord.
That shit put a tear in my eye. I'm like, oh shit. This the biggest fucking record. And this is before it came out. You know, I heard you cut it. I said, this is the biggest record. And it said, Khaled, I see you. And then we shot the video. And you had Kevin Hart in there before he was Kevin Hart. I said, look at God. Look how God, like, look at God. Look how God. I'm like, you gotta remember, I'm looking at this shit like I want to do this shit. I was doing it, but on a different level, you know, growing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You let me, you know, you put a song that I produced on your album called Beat Novocaine. You named the song my producer name.
That's right.
That shit meant a lot to me. That shit meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget them days and them nights. You know what I'm saying? I got to see that, and I'm a part of it, and not even just that. That shit meant a lot to me. And I'm just telling you, as anybody out there that is hustling, trying to do this shit don't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? I think the baby said some shit on Instagram. He said some shit like, it's the work that people don't see that counts. Some shit like that he said. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And real hustlers salute other hustlers, and I just appreciate how you was never selfish to show love and help people and big people up. And look at me fucking now. Take a look at me. Take a look at me.
Take a look at the Grammy.
I'm just trying. Yo, listen. No, Joe.
I gotta get off. I'm not gonna be able to record this.
All right. I love you. Yo, listen.
I'll see you later.
All right. Bless up.
Bye-bye. Kenny Burns in the building. V103, Atlanta's new #1. Listen, guys. You see how God works? My scheduled guest couldn't make it, but then my brother called up and made it the biggest movie in the world. Timberland the King is on the check-in. Nori's on the check-in. DJ Buck, I owe you so much. I love you, DJ Buck. Jovito. I see y'all, Walik. I see you. Listen, guys, whenever there's perfection, whenever there's something epic like this interview right here, IG wants to zap my shit. DJ Juanito, what's up? Shout out to DJ Premier Armando. Put God first. Stay God up, prayed up. We're going to get over this COVID sooner or later. Put your mask on, wash your hands, sanitizer, because it's still real out there. Shout out DJ Neptune. All the DJs out there supported me from day one. I love y'all. Edgar Balanga, champ, what's up? Peace, y'all. This is the biggest show.
Día a día del género urbano.
Género urbano.